Hello, hello, welcome everyone. Welcome on Tuesday, middle of the week, almost there. And here we are to study some shogi together with Paul. I don't have the Paul on the line yet, but we're gonna get there soon. In the meantime, hello everyone, Nimio. We had a very interesting discussion with Nimio, so I guess we will talk about this a little bit. Hi, Mach. Model Nakeb. Hello, 1 year and 2 months. Thank you so much. Friday. Nimi is saying, I like to think of it like how a Navy SEAL defines physical effort, where people tend to give around 40%. I'm not pushing past the point since it's comfortable and easy. And comfortable and easy to just not think and win. You lost me there. So you want to force yourself to do effort actually, and you're not satisfied with one done, you want more, and therefore you're gonna burn out yourself. Got it. Don't burn out yourself, Nimu. I speak from experience. Today we will challenge Paul to some puzzles, and I thought we will, if you guys remember, we had 3 moves Tsume challenge with Time Zombie the last time. Maybe we can challenge Paul to that, and then I have some shogi books with some shogi problems like this one to those will be a little bit more challenging basically. Do you think Lily will burn out? Well, I already think she's slowing down, right? She was climbing very quickly, but she arrived at a plateau, and everyone is the same. Everyone at first like improve, and then they arrive somewhere, and then you have to fight through to level up. So now it depends what she's gonna do at this point. I don't know what's her daily schedule. I just know that it's gonna be harder from now on. So recently she got 3 done, right? So that's still good. But it's not easy from now on. Also, with the fact that, you know, we don't have many teaching materials and you're just playing online, it's gonna be really hard to improve from here on. Young 1S says, greetings from Shibuya. I have been regularly joining a club in Nishi. Oh god, I forgot how to read that. But the level is quite low. Wondering if you know of any nice groups in Tokyo to join. Have you tried, do you mean like Shogi Dojo? There are many Shogi Dojos in Tokyo. Like Shogi Hall. There's one dojo in, I don't know, Kamata, for example. There used to be one in Shinjuku, but I think it closed. It's one in Ogikubo. And there are some local groups of players, of course. Nimiu says, I shall make teaching materials. Someday I want to work toward the Koza Masuda Award. I know it's unlikely, but I still feel like I have few interesting ideas that could receive an award. So there is also, Nimiu, if you're not aware of it, there's also an award for like shogi promotion of some sorts. Shogi Renmei has given award to people, for example, from ISPS, but that's only after tens of years of work that they got in it. So it's not an easy thing to get that award. It's not a matter of months. Just warning you. Do you have that award, Karen? No. I have my menjo, professional menjo that I got after arriving at Guangdong. I was also like writing a little bit of script for my book. Yeah, Shogi Dojo. If you Google that, it's gonna give you some answers. So, for example, I didn't copy it. So this is in Osaka. This is in Tokyo. Maybe you should add Tokyo. And then you have like Okachimachi, Ryokoku Shogi Center also exists. I guess I never was. I mean, I was there once for a different job, but not actual dojo. You can also join like some events. Okay, nowadays it's coronavirus, so I guess. For example, in Shogi Renmei, there is a dojo with female ladies Shogi professional lessons, Mondays and Wednesdays. Every day there is a, what is this actually? Like a lecture, teaching games from pros as well. Some menzashi, so there is a teaching games. You have to register, you have to call them and register or come there and write your name for another day. This is also teaching game, yeah. And sometimes they have some lecture. Oh, so this is weekends, this is normal days. So it's pretty fun in Renmei. There's some in Shibuya-ko, what's that? This is Kodomo School, so this is for kids, unfortunately. I'm just looking for a place where people just want to play semi-serious games. 30 seconds timed. Yes, dojo is exactly place where you can like go and learn or go and play. But 30 seconds, how about Ogikubo? You could try. There are some Shorekai people there. They sometimes play quick games. Ogikubo Shogi Center. I will have to Google this in Japanese, but... oh, that's your meeting, isn't it? Hey, that's your meeting. Hiro Y is organizing it. All right. Also, you can try Nekomado. But this is where... Here is one dojo. The Shogi Center in Ogikubo that Shorekai people and Lady Pro are sometimes coming. Yeah, it's here, so... Yes, I recommend you to try a dojo and not necessarily quick games. You could ask them to use... in dojo, you can always ask, I want to use the clock, and then they ask your opponent. But rather than 30 seconds, it's gonna be like timeout game. Yeah, this one is good one, or the Renmei one, right? So I recommend to you, let me find it. Kyoshitsu Dojo. Tokyo Kanto. Oh, there is a list of dojo here, actually, Kyoshitsu. Wait, why does it say Saitama? Tokyo, Tokyo, Tokyo. Nekomado, for example, is here. Yeah, anyway, check this as well. And I recommend you go to Renmei Dojo. which is the most like established. They speak. They will be able to help you in English as well. So dojo kaika. So it's this one. This is the Shogi Hall. Toad says it's good to see free software tools being developed. You know, without and play Shogi are useful. Yeah, I also found this Shogi Extended recently. I mean, it has been there forever, but I noticed they have like so many more tools. Like they have, this is, you can use those as a texture for your Shogi programs, apparently. And there's some mini games like typing. Here you have to type which square is it, for example. Yeah. Stuff like that. And this is very useful here, like you can see the shorekai results in Nanaju. Well, it's speaking to me weirdly in Japanese. You can play against computer, like all inside this one page. Somebody was talking about the clock, but there is also this here. I just wasn't sure if... So this is a clock, actually. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I'm just not sure what's the bottom time. The Yoppara. I cannot copy it. Where's my phone when I need it? Google Lens, go! Translate. Grace of great. That's a grace seconds. So it's probably additional time, thinking time, but that's not the periods that we talked about on Discord today morning. White Knight is... Paul is not here, guys, so I guess we're gonna do the problems alone. It's quite funny. I don't know, where did he go? He was supposed to be here. Maybe his internet broke or something. So why don't we do it together? Those are not easy problems. I will maybe start with number 6. So we have 2 pawns. By the way, whoever is working on Nishagi, I don't like the fact that if I drag this pawn, I'm not sure if you guys can see what I'm doing. If I drag this pawn to here, it doesn't add it up. This is very counterintuitive. It doesn't add up. I have to drag this pawn, which is super bad because then I lose the track of how many pawns are on the board. Yeah, so if somebody could report that to Shogi, I would be grateful. Okay, so we have 2 pawns in hand and 1 pawn here and a bishop. And then this pawn doesn't exist. And then this pawn doesn't exist. And this bishop doesn't exist. Okay. Also, if you select a square here, it doesn't save it. It's kind of relevant as well. So this is the last move. And we can think about it together. I was a little bit inspired by what Nimio sent me last time on the stream with Tesuji. So I found some books, and this one is for 4 dan. It's quite difficult. So the hint is Tesuji no Seme. So it's a attacking Tesuji. This one? Oh, you know it, Nimio? You know it? I'm sorry. I can get you the 5 dan one if you want. You have all of them. That's epic. That's epic. Did you solve all of them already? But did you solve them? I don't know where the one done is. I used to have one too. Yeah. I see. So did you solve this one? Or shall I find number 57 or some other number that you never seen? I see. Those are really good problems. Like, find the next move is like really rare, I guess. Really good problems. But kinda difficult. So, do you have any ideas, guys? Pawn drop 7-8, that's a very interesting illegal move, Nimio. Maybe you should use the Shogi extended. Find the next square. How does it work actually? Tap. Oh, and there is timer actually. Ooh. Wait, 3-2. How does it work? It says 3-2. 1, 2, 3, 2. Oh, it's got it. Okay. Pound drop 7-2. Yes. Maybe. Pound drop 7-2. What's the target? Well, we will be making a token, threatening the knight. Okay, okay. If the rook takes, we're gonna promote the bishop. Okay. Now, what could be the best answer? The best answer usually is to ignore it completely, so maybe they will go here. But then we're quite happy. I like also like the when you mistake the square, it sounds like a farting sound. Or like a buzzer, I guess. It's very satisfying sound to have. Anyway. Is Paul on? Nope. What happened to Paul? He got sucked into black hole. He was talking to me today morning. Is the stream in 1 hour and 40 minutes? I'm like, yes. He disappeared. Perfect time for me to go and buy some milk. Well, if they ignore it and the rook pawn push, you can do pawn takes, silver takes. Ah, okay. So pawn, push, push, takes, and pawn drop. So he does. Yeah, of course he does. Maybe he fell asleep. I assume that's what happened. All right, so we feel comfortable enough, and the answer is 7-2 pawn. That was 70% of the answers. And they say, if you drop this pawn, it's a very light move that infiltrates the enemy camp. If we take, we promote, and we're very advantageous here. They can try to move the king. What do we do then? I mean, I can see the answer. I'm just asking you guys. And then there are the wrong answers that are like 643%. So let's ignore that. But this is the sub. Sub question. So the reason why this is possible is because we have the called on 4-9. Elsewhere, it would be quite dangerous, right? But the point is, we have this gold, so we can go for this line. Yeah, see, those are really cool problems, Toad. Really cool. Would be nice to have Paul solve them. All right, let's try another one. I hope you guys enjoy those. Number 7. Starting position. And we have 1 pawn in hand, and that 1 pawn is from this square, this file, and Gote has nothing in hand. Okay. This pawn goes here, this pawn goes here. Silver, gold stays there. This gold teleports here, silver, okay, and then those. And then something like this. Probably. It's also really hard to like correct those problems in the Shogi after. Oh, speaking of which, I wanted to add Lee Shogi to the title of the stream. But yes, this is the next problem. And the hint is do not make a bad shape or prevent a bad shape. Togameru, I think Togameru means to stop. Togameru. To rebuke. It was that weird word that I find difficult in English. So like to challenge a bad shape, to prevent bad shape, perhaps. Oh, by the way, in the meantime, all the programmist watchers that are here, I finished my junior programmer course on Unity. I'm really happy. On the last step, they told us to use the oriented programming principles, which was very difficult to me because I wasn't sure exactly how to implement it without much training. But it's a first step. And next, I'm thinking of making a shogi minigame with kanji training. I'm thinking of making something little too complicated to what I can do now, so I will have to study how to make it first. Specifically, the interface is something will be probably struggling with. But I will be working on it more directly than before. Okay, so what do we have here? They have a bad shape, right? They have a gold here. So maybe we have to punish it somehow? Question mark? I don't know the answer to those, by the way. No idea. I feel bad when I'm not talking anything on the stream. Maybe we should add a text Kangeichi or something. Like, you know, guys, like in Shogi, we have, on Shogi Wars, we have this thinking. And then and then of course the font is like enormous, but thinking too. Nimu likes the idea of pushing the pawn, gold takes, knight jump, gold goes back, pawn drop, gold goes here, pawn push, gold goes here, pawn push. Ooh. So it's much more direct than the knight jump, simply because you're forcing it all immediately. What can he do? They could like make a check on our rook, but it doesn't change their situation, I believe. You can continue forcing the gold, right? And the gold is always under attack. They don't have a faster move. I would say that looks plausible. And indeed, that's the correct answer. Speaking of knight, why is the knight bad? How do we do? Is there the knight on the list? Yes. If you do the knight, they're gonna play 5/5 pawn. And then if you push this, they're gonna retreat to here. And then 4-6 here, 4-6 silver. And it says that center is good, but of course, compared to the main variation, it's a missed chance. So the variation is to push this, takes knight. If they go back, then drop up. But in between, we have this move. And then what do we do? That's the sub question. Yes, I agree, Nimu. But also, if the pawn would be on 5-3, there's no way for the gold to come here, unless it came from here. But it's kind of weird. I assumed it went like this. I don't know, actually. Could have went like this. It's like Kimo Kin. It's a famous strategy. But this is a sub problem. So our knight is under attack currently. If the gold is taken, it's gonna be promoted. Actually, not the less. Promote here and take our rooks, which would be even worse. Let's delete this arrow. So we have to do something about it. We cannot simply take the gold. And as a result, center will be advantageous. It does look risky, but this is why it's a good book. It not only shows like this one line, probably in like the 1 down, 2 down, 3 down book, it's gonna show you one line or like quite simple answer. But this 4 down and 5 down books has like very tricky variations in them. And this is, well, what we have to think about, yeah. This is how Shogi game works, after all. So the answer is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 moves actually. And it will put enemy in a weird spot, which will be quite easy to continue from to win the game. So clearly we have to defend this guy. And then they will do their best to exchange this guy. Which we're gonna turn around and push this king. I will give you guys like maybe 20 more seconds. So Viredin, that's I see. Pawn, takes, bishop back, jump, knight. Close, very close. But in that situation, we'll be out of pawns, so that's not really nice. And yeah, there is a better way to do it without using the pawn. So yes, we got the first move, which is to move the gold, because this is actually as forceful as the pawn, because they have to move the gold to here. So it's like we saved the pawn. You see Viredin? And Nimi is saying pawn push here. So that's not the answer from the book, but let's see. Pawn push, and Nimi's variation goes like bishop. Pawn push, bishop takes. But if bishop takes, then you lose the gold. So if you would, then I would take it first, then take here, probably. But there is also an option that they just take the silver. Just take the knight and have two pieces for one exchange. That's also an option. Yeah, so actually the book variation is to take it, simply, because taking a piece, you see, relieves the pressure on our position, and we don't want to have our king in the center pressured. And here, Viredin had a good idea to pressure the bishop, but actually, because we push the gold here, we can drop it here, and they cannot escape here, so they go here, and then naturally we go here, right? And then if they defend this square with the silver, as you can see, we can attack the bishop's head. Magical, indeed. And then we can always open this line. Stuff like that. I mean, it's still not simple, but this is how this book works. It just gives you slight advantage, and strong player would be able to work on that advantage and win, right? So here the advantage that we have is that we've pushed this bishop to such a bad square. If you compare it to this, right? We deleted that gold. Sorry, that's not the main variation. We managed to exchange silver for gold. That's also not the main variation. God damn it. We have managed to exchange silver for the gold. So this king has no gold to protect themselves. So that's huge for us. And on top of which, this bishop is stuck on the edge. If they protect, it's even stuck even more, right? We could even exchange this gold for this bishop. So this gives us positional advantage, yeah? We're happy with that. All right, let's try another one. I think you guys enjoy it. So here we will have starting board, one pawn. The pawn is from this file, actually. And we're going for opposing rook. Oh no, so this is opposite, actually. All right, that's better. We have the Mino and this type of position, and then the enemy goes for both. Something like this. Okay, we have one pawn, they have nothing, yeah. So, the title is Measuring the Rook Sabaki. So we have to think about our rook, I guess. I don't think this is a difficult one. Wait, so this is not correct. Oh, okay, it's correct. So currently Gotham moved the bishop here, which is threatening to go here, basically. So that's the problem we have, I guess. So maybe not as simple as it looks. I mean, it looks simple, but suddenly there's a problem that we have. So we need to find the correct solution to that problem. Hello, Justice. Today we're doing some puzzles. Power is currently not online, so we're doing it alone. So yeah, the key point for this puzzle is Sabaki. And the main trouble we have is that enemy can promote their bishop. Lonely puzzle solving. That's how Shogi works usually. So there's few moves that immediately like jump into your eye. Just require some kind of judgment. And some of the moves are less severe than the other ones. Rook to the first rank, says Jungles. Okay, that's one idea. Hey Nimi, you can jump to voice chat and we can do it together if you want. Nimi's idea is pound 4-6. So, hint, both are incorrect. Both are incorrect. So the problem with 4-6 will be that the bishop takes, and yes, we defend, but our pawn will be taken, and you know, the initiative doesn't really help us because we take initiative. The rook back. Actually, they can just promote this pawn. Take, takes, and they can drop the rook here. Did I just... No, okay. This square barely fits here. It just triggers me a little bit. So both are incorrect. But you're getting there. You're getting there. All right, let's join with Nemu. Let me just change the title of the stream a little bit. Turn on my headphones that are dead. Hey, Onimio.
Oh my gosh, am I the special guest now?
Yes, you're the special guest now. Toad says pawn drop 8-4. That looks really promising. But the main question is what happens after bishop promotion? So let's consider. How does it feel to you, Onimio? So remember when I said about the judgment? There is some judgment we
Yeah.
have to do here. When we finish this puzzle, I would like to ask you about your streaming plans while we think about the next puzzle, but let's finish this one first. So yeah, the rook has to escape, right?
Yeah.
We have to take
Because
this one.
because just like say doing something like silver pullback would be something too passive because then
Yeah. Then
like they
they
take
can
like
drop the rook
exchange and they
again.
get the
Yeah.
first drop. With something like this, we immediately lose the silver, but we also have the promotion threat immediately onto the rook.
Yeah, and this pawn doesn't have any value, so we want to keep the value of that pawn by...
Oh, can you screen share it on Discord, by the way? Because like it's a little weird to be a bit
Sure.
behind you on the.
Video no screen share. Okay. Let me drop the resolution maybe a little bit. You see it?
Oh gosh, we're on NES consoles now? No, I'm kidding.
So here they can take the silver, but then we attack very powerfully. But that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now the variation B would be that they don't promote the bishop and take this pawn. Then we take this pawn. They have to defend. And this is where the justice idea come to life. This is when we go back.
Yeah, so we gain the tempo.
Yeah. So justice idea was good. It's just that there was a little bit better sequence that would lead to
more
this.
equal sequence for both sides.
Exactly. Okay, let's try next one. Starting position. We have 1 pawn, they have 2 pawns. Which pawns are missing is those two. And this one. And this is actually double swinging rook. With our silver being under attack. Those are pushed, those are pushed. Queen gold. Silver on 4-5. Kind of looking weird, but this is the typical shape of attacking silver. And this pawn is here. Okay, let me double check. Looks correct. And Gote just played this, and I'm not gonna tell you hint because it seems like a very big hint. All right. So that will be our next problem. So Nimio, what's your streaming plan then?
Streaming plans. Oh boy. I'm trying to like get into it a bit more now because just like for a little bit I was thinking I'm not really doing much with the art that I like try to use. So I was thinking like, you know what, maybe I'll use like streaming as a way to like kind of set more goals for say my art. Try to practice it more like on the stream. And also I was thinking, it'd be a good way to, since I don't really use social media that much, like Herder, I'm the kind of almost like a boomer like that. But yeah, so I was thinking of like acting, getting more presence on like Twitter and using Twitch and doing commissions more. Maybe setting a goal of like being able to earn money off of like commissions and stuff more.
So you don't plan strictly on streaming shogi, but also you're drawing, I assume, right? You're creating art.
And another thing, like for the shogi thing, how I was like talking to you in like the chat earlier was about doing ideas. What was it again? Ideas of
International coach, was it? Or instructor?
yeah, like coaching like kind of I'm horrible. Basically, like I'm wanting to be sort of like a coach how like there are Go instructors, like in other like things.
I mean, the idea of like a shogi instructor exists in Japan. It just doesn't
Yeah,
exist in
yeah, yeah.
Europe. Um,
Or well, it's more so like I've had more like exposure to the idea of like the professional instructors for like Go in the international scene,
mhm.
like how like they have their own like professional like promotional like qualification tournament exams in comparison to shogi, which just like I think the biggest thing that we have internationally is the European champion.
So well, in Japan, you do have to have like a test, I think, done to
Yeah.
be the in the coach. Shidoin, it's called, so like instructor rather. And you
Mm,
have to have a certificate, I believe, or certain strength. But
mm,
in Europe, we don't have the authority to give those certificates yet, right? Because what
yeah.
do we have? Yeah. It would be cool to one day have like a maybe Harbor certified instructors or something like that, so that people know what is good quality and so on, so that
Mm,
we start something. But yeah,
yeah.
currently, because we have nothing, you would have to make your own brand yourself.
Mm. But yeah, it's something interesting to me because we see that with like how, or we see that in Go at the moment, and
Well,
I
Go
just kind of
have
want something like
European
that.
professionals at this point, so Go is way ahead of us.
Yeah, but I don't know. I haven't put too much thought to it, but I've like talked with other people that already like kind of do that instructor stuff for Go, and
Hmm.
it seems like an interesting thing to be able to just like put yourself out there and like teach a bunch of people. And I already like enjoy that with like the Canadians on our or on
Hmm.
my server.
So you wanna do it more professionally, let's call it.
Yeah.
That would be so cool, actually.
And I also take it as a way to like have a bit more of a goal because as I was also saying that with shogi I tend to just brutally try to smash my way through things and
Hmm.
like haven't been putting in as much of the effort or as much effort as I could be at the moment.
I mean, as you mentioned before, having a goal is certainly a good thing. Like in my
Mm,
case, I've been doing this Unity course for 3 weeks, and I have a
mm,
goal in mind which kind of pushes me forward. So I assume you having that goal of yours will make your actions less chaotic
mm,
and more motivated, of course, because you have something on your mind, right? Not just
yeah.
throwing yourself out there. Um,
That and also on the side, I just want to make sure that Lily doesn't like get so far ahead that she actually starts beating me consistently.
well, I think Lily will get there eventually, because that's how growing up works. But
Hmm. Goddamn children. Why can't I be a kid
don't
again?
worry, this is a generational thing. She will beat us, and then when she gets older, she will get beaten by other kids. That's how it works.
I should have like tried to search for Caro when I was like 11.
I didn't play shogi when I was 11, so
Well, I'm not the same age as you.
okay, I didn't get the correlation. All right, let me.
Anywho, as for the problem, I mean,
Mhm.
let's see.
Yeah,
There's ideas
actually,
of like,
yeah, Jungles pointed out a good move, and we will have to consider that.
I mean, like one of the things I just kind of see is like the idea of 7-3. That's obviously what the puzzle is like trying to make you think of at the
Yeah,
very
but the
least.
problem is there's a rook here protecting that pawn, right?
Yeah.
So even if you force the silver up, it's like there's a rook protecting. So the idea that Jungles have is that if we push this pawn and then take our silver, we
Hmm.
have
Oh
this
yeah, then the
crossing rook.
silver is hanging.
Yeah. And now the
Hmm.
question is, what do we do if they take this pawn? Which is pretty epic.
Secretly, I kind of want to take that pawn now.
And if we drop the pawn? Your chat
There's the
agrees.
pawn drop on the king's head.
Mm.
Well, there's like the pawn drop there, but I mean, I guess like if they just avoid it, then the silver's just kind of like doing nothing. So there's also just like rook takes, like the pawn like on 7-4. But okay, now I see it. Yes, I too love checking the king.
Yes, so here they take with the forward. It doesn't matter actually. And we get the rook. So this is why I didn't want to read the hint of the problem, because it was crossing rook. At both of those lines, use the crossing rook. So yeah, we can... the best... Yeah, so probably the best option for them is to take the silver and allow us to take this one.
Yeah.
I would imagine that if they take the pawn and we take it, maybe we can change the flow of the game a little bit and go here. And then it's maybe more difficult, but maybe we can drop a pawn, get a gold, and then fork those two pieces here.
That too, but there's also the ideas of even just like with the silver taking normally, like if the gold recaptures and
Yeah, the shape
disruptors,
is
like
quite awful, yeah.
Yeah, shape-wise, it's not looking
Yeah,
so good.
shape-wise, so yeah, but our rook and bishop are actually kind of cramped. So I don't necessarily 100% like it.
Inactive at the moment.
But yeah, you could argue that maybe there's some continuation. I like more conservative approach nowadays. We can ask we cannot have computer analysis.
Another way like could be like if they do the pawn drop, like we could just like if they do the pawn drop, like not the silver up, but like pawn drop here instead of silver move up.
Wait, I'm trying to find this variation first. Yeah, okay, so crazy stuff will happen. And if we take this...
Even game.
Even game. Oh, because we dropped the pawn again. Okay, that's the answer that I needed.
Oh no, there's
and
a
then
silver.
the knight drop, I assume, is disadvantage. No, it's still even. Okay, so quite even.
Okay. And Shane was like, the world's ending. Oh, okay, it's all
yeah,
good.
yeah. So
2012 was a myth.
Yeah, but considering, here we have 7.5 advantage, pawn drop is much better compared to that. Okay, so and the variation you were talking about is the pawn drop?
Yeah, like if they do the pawn drop and the rook takes, I mean, there's also...
King
I was
runs
wondering about like just king running.
Then we can... I mean, we can always like promote unpromote type. And their king is in bad position, right? Do we have a better move like knight jump type of... No, not really, because they will take the silver. Pawn drop, they will take the silver. Yeah, so I assume it's either promotion here or unpromotion there. And unpromotion looks better because we take a pawn in front of the king and then we can drop another one, right?
Yeah.
So the computer agrees. But funnily enough, he shows me the arrow, but he doesn't tell me if it's promoted or not. Oh no, another bug. Shogi.
Use the promoted piece. Let's see what engine says now.
Okay, promoted piece. Whoa, blah. Yeah.
But engine, you're the one who told me to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I wish they had a way of telling us with the arrow color, perhaps, promoted or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even like the standard method for Western, which is like adding the asterisk.
Oh, yeah. Like some marker over here, perhaps. Yeah, equal or plus or... Asterisk is for drops, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
Okay, plus symbol. Symbol.
All right, so let's...
Imagine if you could unpromote pieces. We need a minus symbol.
Well, unpromoting pieces is quite illegal, and it happened in a ladies' match a few years ago, and I laughed a lot. But all right, so rook, and where did the rook?
Oh no! What happened to the beautiful edge?
Here we go.
Oh, I see. We're playing. Which rook is this again?
It's a
Uh,
fainting rook, yeah. Masuda style or something, fainting rook.
yeah. Twisting rook, that's what it was.
No, it's you feint Ibisha first, and then you go to... Oh, yeah, maybe it's twisting rook, actually. Yeah, maybe it's twisting rook, yeah.
I always loved Twisting Rook when I like first saw like I need something to make me feel original with Shogi, and this is like Twisting
Yeah,
Rook. Hell yeah, this looks
everybody loves
amazing.
twisting rook. Yeah, yeah, me too, me too.
But then it's just like, but there's nothing
I
else.
almost left computer on, and I
Also,
was
was
like, oh
that yeah
god!
that computer
Yeah.
hint? I see that computer. I saw that.
No, guys, you didn't see anything. All right, where were we?
So wait, they leaped the knight, and then they didn't take it.
No, it's I think they dropped this pawn here now.
Oh, okay. I always wonder since
So I
sometimes the
think it's
problems
like
like
the yeah.
sometimes problems get into like such weird situations where it's just like, wait, you just left the knight hanging? I guess like there's the proverb
I
of like leave
think there
three
was a
pieces
rook
hanging.
exchange. The knight took, then they did something like a rook drop. Then we did something, and then
Hmm.
they dropped the pawn. Or but that something is kind of mystery because it looks like we passed. But yeah, that's the problem we have. Did we get spoiled by the computer too much?
Is the chat getting spoiled by it too
Did the
much?
chat get spoiled by the computer?
I see a bunch of like O faces.
Ah, no, that was for before.
Oh well, I know I got spoiled, so I mean, like I know what the engine likes.
Okay, let's skip this program.
Assuming the depth,
Yeah.
assuming the depth was like not high enough, and the engine actually like gave us a really bad suggestion.
Can you type me which answer do you type me without saying it in the chat?
Yeah.
Private message. Which move did it show exactly?
I think it was no, it's one piece up here.
Yeah, that's not the one, so that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, but that is what I saw. Like
Yeah, yeah.
it gave me that really
Yeah,
quick,
yeah.
but
That's
I'm
not the
going to
move.
assume maybe the engine got crazy because like again, like if it has like a depth low enough, it might not actually see the
Yeah, so how
C.
it works with people usually is we are like, according to our level, we are like, oh, I'm gonna play a move that a 4-dan will make. With computer, it's like, let me start at 30 Q moves and then evolve to a 3 Q moves and then evolve to 3-dan moves and evolve into 5-dan moves. So that move wasn't high enough on the list, so it's fine.
Then I shall evolve into Fujisota and
Ultimate!
Yoshiharu Habu going
Yeah.
into a fusion dance.
Yeah. That's how computer works.
One day the duck engine will rise.
So you're
It'll
gonna stream
quack.
after this stream?
I was honestly gonna stream the second Paul got in, since it's just like, well, nobody's gonna come watch me anyways, and I want to do like my problem solvings.
I don't know. I'm pretty
But
sure people would like to join you, so we're gonna raid you after this.
okay. Well, now it's just like engine's just like 30Q move. Oh, I can't get off my head now.
No, it's not the correct one. Is it even on the list of the moves? Yeah, it's so okay, let's talk about that move. So that move that computer showed us will be answered by this move. And then even if we attack on the edge, because yes, if we take the knight, it's quite dangerous, but we don't have to take the knight.
Well, even if they take the knight, I think it's still passable.
Yeah, probably, but this is better because we forced Sente to give away another pawn on the edge.
Yeah, and at the very least, this is like complicated.
So
complications for them. Yeah.
If yeah, indeed, if we like take it here, it looks like we're going in.
Yeah, but again, here I'm just thinking the gold up technically also works here
Yeah,
too.
technically, yeah. But the difference is, they have more advantage on the edge in the other variation. Because
Yeah.
we're keeping them unsure, kind of. Because if we play this, and if we pass, and they take here, immediately we have a counter.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't have pounds, so I don't know. Maybe it's the same.
They could just drop the knight.
They could just drop, but it
Not
looks
actually.
weird.
It's just gonna
Yeah,
be
it looks
pawn
weird.
promotion. It's just gonna be
Yeah.
promoted pawn sack, gold takes or something, then pawn drop on the
Well,
new
the rook
knight.
will take, right? But yeah, it's kind of weird, especially with their king here. So I wouldn't hurry
Yeah.
because what I want is to castle my king.
Yeah.
First, correct
Yeah,
my
that's
position.
an important part too, because
Yeah.
there is a wall on the king's left side, whereas the other ones escaped into a
Yeah, so we
enclosure.
don't want a fight. So this is why Senta is probably in this variation very aggressive. They want to make use of that. But the problem is, hey, it doesn't work. Yeah. And then they can correct the position and win probably. I mean, again, it's a small advantage, but
yes, but
yeah,
it is Yabai.
but it's an advantage. Is chat okay? Ooh, wanna be famous? No, thank you. I already am. All right. Let's try one more.
Also, that Kifu I shared with you on stream, that person I was playing with,
Oh, wait.
does that,
This is not the
every
solution
game.
yet. Yeah, so we have to find a better move. That Kifu you shared on the stream?
Yeah, against the Nanako person, I played them again just to see, and that's actually just exactly what they run all the time. So they have just a shit ton of prep. Oh, whoops, family friendly. They have a butt ton of prep, and it's just they just sack everything on the one side of the board, and it's just
Yeah, but
what do I
that's
do?
not a high level play, It just,
Yeah,
I
but I
assume
mean, even with some prep,
it's a
if you're both
kid
equal,
that just likes to attack. Yeah, if you have some prep, then maybe, but
yeah, I mean, it's
especially in
obviously not going
short
to
time
hold against
games.
say a stronger player, and definitely in short time games,
Yeah.
exactly Shogi Wars with good old Justice guy. It's just yeah, I'm gonna blitz out everything.
All right, so the rook drop is not the correct answer, but the knight is going to die, so we have to do something about it. So there's one thing that the knight can do for us. Oh my god, the Japanese is very weirdly sounding in the answer. How do I translate it? A good way to die. That's how they comment on that move. What's the best way for the knight to die? Is the question. So yeah, how to die is the advice. Knight to 9-3 or pawn 9-5 make any sense. So yes. So the knight is better. So okay, if it's the way to die, we obviously have to consider those two options.
Yeah.
If we go here, the knight takes, there is no room for the rook drop. So that's not good enough. So it's gonna be here. And they talking about the lance take, because if the knight takes, then the head becomes weak, right?
Yeah.
So lance takes, and here we sacrifice this pawn. And then?
Oh.
And then? And then?
Is it?
Yes, it's the rook drop in the corner. Yes. It's actually 9-1, but then we target the pawn drop. So it's possible to drop the rook before this pawn sacrifice, but this is more cool. You get a tempo, then you threaten the pawn immediately. They
Yeah, and
cannot
also, I
ignore.
mean, like, technically, they could just, like, ignore the edge and, like, look to make a strong attack elsewhere if we do rook drop first, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. So that's exactly like this takes two
Like,
more
yeah, at this
moves. Yeah.
point, yeah.
So that's a slight difference that stronger player will avoid doing. Yeah. So here they can play this move faster, for example.
Yeah,
But here, if we take, well, first of all, we're threatening immediately to go here. So they
yeah.
have to take. And then if they go here, we immediately threaten the pawn drop. So look at the speed difference. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, because like, if the lance doesn't take, then there's gonna be the, like, immediate checks onto the rook. Or,
yeah.
well, I call it checks, but I mean, like, I guess technically it's not a check.
Well, the threat on the rook. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't like that. The rook, might try to escape, but we have rook in hand.
Yeah.
Not really sure if we care about the talking. At some point, we might even ignore it. If the rook comes here, the bishop goes here. The rook goes here. That's the concern, I guess. But I mean, we made a talking. What's the best move in this position? Like, we could make move like this as well.
Mm.
Simply exchanging the rooks. If they drop to it again.
Well, if they drop, it's almost just kind of a
Yeah.
waste at that
And
point.
then, yeah. So that's maybe the proper defense to go.
Ah, but they can choose the Sinichite then.
What? No, we have the pawn and lance.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
They
maybe they
cannot
rook drop to
finish.
here now.
Yeah, no, they can't.
Oh, no.
They cannot. There's actually a funny Joseki in Central Rook where such a rook drops happen and the token goes back all the way to like either 8-5 or 8-6. I don't remember which one. There is such a
Yeah, I have
Joseki.
that,
Yeah,
like, as, like, one of the Joseki options
yeah,
where it's just like, I just wish you didn't have the rook,
yeah.
but I guess I'm just gonna make your token go all the way back to your camp.
Apparently, Paul fell asleep, so now we understand. So, yeah, as expected.
Uh,
Oh, he just understood that it's 1 hour later. Okay.
hmm.
We're almost finished here. Okay, let's try one more. Maybe we will try something from the more difficult book. How about that, Nimu? The
Hell yeah.
five down one. Ready for a challenge?
Honestly, I did kinda question this one, like, seemed a little short for the 4 Dan book. Like, it seemed more like the 3 Dan book, because like, the 3 Dan book was dealing with, like, 5 to 7 moves, whereas, like, this one seems to be about the same.
No,
The
this
5
one
Dan
have
book
some tricky
the 5 Dan
variations.
book is, like, 13 moves,
Oh
and that
god,
one
my
just, like,
phones
hurt my
didn't
brains.
load. Oh my god, all I see are dots. Jeez, wait a sec.
But yeah, like, the 5 Dan book is, like, 13 move, like, Tsuji's, and this is like, was hurting all of our brains when we were reading.
Okay, I have the 5 down book, but I don't know the answer because it has dots instead of the answer actually.
Hmm.
It looks like this, guys. Look at this. Look at this weird.
It's probably honestly just because there's, like, multiple. Like, there's multiple ways to potentially continue that are, like,
Look at
relatively.
this.
Wait, where is it? Where is it?
This is the answer basically. Like dots.
I can't see your book, by the
Yeah,
way, if
yeah,
you're
it's on
using
the stream,
PDF.
yeah. Oh wait, it's
Oh,
not
wait,
on the
on the
stream. Here it
stream.
is.
No, it's
Yeah.
not on the stream.
Here it is. That's the answer.
Oh, no. Can you zoom in?
But it's just a dot. There's nothing to zoom in.
Like, well, I just, like, meant, like, maybe it's encoding error, and if you zoom in,
No, no,
it will
no.
turn out
It's
better?
just kanji that it's mistakenly displayed as
Oh my gosh.
that. Yeah.
Well, we can come up with the answers ourselves, or I could, like, screen share it here,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because I also have it.
All right, let's try to make another study.
5 Dawn collections. Yeah, I think I got, like, the one wait, no, yeah, no, I got, like, the one for you guys, like, out of, like, the, what is it? I don't actually know the title of the book, but I just kinda called it, like, Strong Tsuji Problems, like, in the late stages of the game, and I got it from like the section that's like expecting like upwards of like 1 to 2 Don level play.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these ones are 5 Don.
Yeah, those were really difficult, like really difficult. But I mean, maybe the first one won't be this hard.
Pick a number between 1 and 50, Carl. Oh, okay, never mind. You're already doing it.
Yeah, I'm already doing it.
Okay, I was like about to pull it up for you.
The delay was too much. Okay, so here we have it. So there's a silver, there's a knight, there's da 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 da. And the last move they played was the king move. I don't know where from, but
Oh, yeah, this one's like the first problem, I think. This is
yeah.
the one that I saw. This
Yeah,
is the bishop exchange variation.
it is a bishop exchange variation, yeah.
Yeah, I can confirm, everyone. This is the one with like 13 moves that breaks the brain.
So this will be our last problem, I guess. And Yimi, if you want, you can set up your stream in the background so that I can raid you later.
Oh, I've had it ready to like just like start immediately.
Oh, okay. I don't have the answer though. Like I can see the first
Okay,
move,
I can
but
open up my book then, and
okay.
like I'll hold the
Yeah,
answer
I
then.
would have to download it. So yeah, Yimi, if you could read us the answer later.
Okay, this one's like the first problem in the book too, right?
Yeah, the first one, yeah. I will have to install the fonts.
Don't look at the answer. I mean, like I think I've saw it before, but I've forgotten it at this point. It's a little too long to just keep in memory.
It's quite evil, yeah.
Justice, that would not hold up because bishop drop onto
Here.
7-3, and then like retake.
So the problem
retake.
is, I think they're gonna drop the bishop, and then you drop it again, and then your bishop dies because there's rook here.
Yeah.
Welcome to 5 Dan. Non-obvious moves.
Is this what it's like?
Yes. It's actually, this king will be a move that we want to expose, but it's very indirect. It's very indirect. I wish Nimio, maybe I should ask you to draw us the thinking emoticon for our stream. Like, I have this sign that says thinking too, but maybe we can make some mini animation with blinking texts or something like that. So that I support your art in one way as well. Also, people wanted us to add more stickers to the server. If you guys have some ideas, please recommend us some stickers on the Discord. Yeah, Justice, it's not an easy problem. We are working on the Fuji sticker. I saw somebody posted a king figure. Was it king? Some Shogi piece figure. Maybe we should add the Shogi DOS GIF that we did on the Gartic phone the other day. That's also an epic meme, kinda. Maybe I will ask Time Zombie to change it to an animated form of the sticker. I should try to install those fonts in the meantime. Computing space requirements. Okay, Adobe. Okay. Warning, this program is protected by copyright law and international treaties. Okay. 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 It's funny because my other book was showing them properly, but this one somehow doesn't. Successfully.
So I mean, like something that I'm feeling like here is just like, say like pawn 3-5, but then the silver's gonna take. So
Yeah, the
there's
silver
still some
taking.
stuff.
It fixed the issue.
Yeah, because like pawn
Fixed
takes,
the
there's like
issue.
some checks that I see that can like could disrupt the shape.
Optically, eyes goes for the Vanguard pawn of 7th file. Yeah, but that's not the one. I might have blinked the answer.
Yeah, some other things that I'm like wondering about is like ideas of just placing the silvers like say because like there's also the other idea of like a pawn 7-4 and if like the silver takes then
Yeah, so the thing with the Vanguard pawns is you want to keep them.
yeah.
And probably what happened is he's trying to like avoid that Vanguard pawn and like probably go somewhere else. But there is a hanging piece here, and we really want to target that piece. The problem is it's not easy to target that, so I'm just gonna slowly show you the answer. Yeah, by the way, the bishop drop, which was pointed by 38% of people. Okay, I will tell you guys the percentages. This is 38% of people, but it's exactly what I showed you with the king move at the end. It traps the bishop.
Yeah.
We can try more aggressively, like here we're forcing the knight to come.
Yeah, this is actually no, this is one like idea that I was thinking of because then we bring the knight up, then the pawn silver is kind of forced.
And
But then it's just
then,
like it wanders.
but there's one problem in this position because
Yeah,
there's
then
a
there's the
bishop.
hanging.
Yeah, so this is why this is incorrect.
Mm.
And 38% of people did it wrong. Now the correct answer has 13%. So this is a very difficult problem, and this is how probably they choose problems for this book by percentage.
Yeah.
And correct move will be this one.
I was thinking about that too because we want to get the pawn for something here.
Yeah. So this is not actually about
And not just about the pawn
the
too, but it opens up
pawn.
the edge.
It's about the king, remember? I said about the king.
Yeah.
Because we have this
Hmm.
So if we promote, we're gonna attack the king and the silver. The problem is they will be able to protect it. 3, 4, 4, 3. But as a result, we're gonna sabaki the rook. So it's a really cool variation, really difficult to find, but I really think you guys, we will benefit more by doing those problems on the stream. They are not obvious. They're beautiful if you look at them, right?
Yeah.
Just because the silver was there, just because the king is there, we can sacrifice a whole lance and a whole bishop for a gold to like promote our rook. This is beautiful. And this is how strong players would be able to find it. So
Yeah, whereas a weak player now would
yeah.
probably just be like Lance promotion.
Yeah. So I hope we will continue those problem solving next time, hopefully with Paul. He blacked out apparently. Okay. So I don't know if next week we're gonna do chess or shogi, but Tuesday stream will continue like this. And yeah, we shall raid you now, I guess, if you're online. Of course, thank you
You
for
just hit the
coming,
button.
guys.
and I'll like deafen her here.
It's Twitch Nimio, right? Ninja. No, that's not Ninja. You're not Ninja, fortunately. And I believe Nimio will be doing more problems to follow, so hope you enjoy that. Nimio, I need your link. I cannot find you. It's underscore? You have this weird underscore. Yeah, you do have that weird underscore. It's Nimio with underscore at the end. Is it Nimio? Nimio! Did he leave the chat? He left the freaking chat. All right. I hope that's the correct one. Yep. So thank you guys and see you on the Discord. Bye bye.